discretion is advised. 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Yeah, what's happening?
You know, watch some disturbing television.
Yeah, we're watching the documentary on 9/11. It's very personal. They were shooting a documentary on the firehouse that was, probably sustained the most losses. One closest to the Trade Center.
So, yeah, very close.
Oh, just rips your heart out. Speaking of ripping the heart out, Drew.
Yeah.
Night sweats.
You're having night sweats?
Sweat, yeah. Not every night. Probably once every 10 days. Drenched with sweat.
TB.
Tuberculosis?
Or lymphoma.
Could be lymphoma. I've had it off and on, though, my whole life, really.
Oh, yeah, I think you told me this.
I do. I'm a big sweater.
Yeah.
I sweat. Man, do I sweat. But I'm not sweating up the bed. I'm peeing up the bed. I'm doing something to that bed almost every night.
You excrete on it one way or another.
Semen up, sweat up, pee up.
Is
Yeah.
Is there anything to do with your emotional state when you get these things? Or
no.
Your drinking habits?
Nothing varies, nothing changes.
It's just constantly bad emotions and heavy drinking.
I was over at Jimmy's house singing karaoke pretty good last night and drinking quite a few cocktails.
Did he sweat?
When I was singing?
Last night.
Are you kidding? Does Meatloaf sweat when he belts out a number? Oh.
No.
Yeah. I sung Far From Over, the Frank Stallone song from Staying Alive 2. Pretty hot number.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And not only was I sweating, but there's not a dry eye in the house when I was done. Running in place in a flash dance type movement.
I wonder how many of our callers, actually, our listeners, even would understand that reference. Frank Stallone, Staying Alive 2. Oh, my God.
Sasha?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask Drew one other quick question. Drew, if I got myself good and fired up belting out like 4 or 5 karaoke songs, and I mean I'm doing jumping jacks while I'm singing, I'm running in place, I'm going insane, right? Yeah, it's a good look. It's a good look. Covered some Buckinghams and some Burton Cummings and Guess Who and that kind of stuff. Really belting the tunes out. Could it be that an hour and a half later when I'm in bed I have a surge of heat? It's kind of how my body seems to work.
I think it's the martinis.
Or the booze?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Sasha?
Yeah, my question is for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, out of body piercing, which place would have the least amount of side effects, like the nose, the eyebrow, or the navel?
Oh, well, we've discussed this, but this is a good question.
I thought you was going to leave it open to us, liver, heart.
The nose, the eyebrow, or the navel. So out of those three?
Yeah, those three.
But you say nose, you don't mean the septum, you mean the nostril on the side. That's probably the safest, actually.
Oh, okay.
The eyebrow the eyebrow has probably the highest probability of rejecting, and the belly button rejects a fair amount, too.
Okay, is there like a high percentage of developing, like, what is that called, the keloid, where like the growth?
If you're darker skin, that tends to be higher risk, and you would sort of know if you form keloids. People that form keloids kind of already know that.
Save me, darling.
Please don't.
I am down, but I am far from over. Yeah. John Travolta was a dancer. He was trying to make it in the big time of Broadway. Yeah, this wasn't quite as successful as the first soundtrack. No, because Sylvester Stallone got hold of the second Saturday Night Fever.
Really? Sylvester
did. Sylvester then gave the soundtrack to Frank, and hey, Far From Over is a strong tune. I mean, that's why I chose it as part of my karaoke repertoire, but I don't know if the rest of the soundtrack was quite as strong. Probably didn't sell quite as many.
Andrea?
Yeah?
You're 21?
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
Good.
I have a huge one for you, and I can't find anybody who will give me like a reasonable answer.
Oh, boy.
I've been engaged for over 2 years, and I love my fiancé.
Why such a long engagement?
We're both young.
How old is he?
He'll be 21 later on this year.
So basically, he doesn't want to get married.
No, he does.
She doesn't want to get married.
No, he does.
No, how about you?
I definitely want to get married.
Well, and you definitely do. He just wants to. That's why there's been this delay.
He talks about the whole family thing, like having kids and everything.
Yeah, but I some people talk about that but aren't ready for it till they're 30.
That's true.
No, we'll leave her alone. But
there is a difference there. He's ready. She's definitely ready.
Well, what's her question?
Okay. I moved out of his place middle of November of 2001, and he just really didn't make an effort to come see me or anything.
Why did you move out?
He says his dad wanted me to move out, and I was like, all right, whatever, but I think it was just because we got into a stupid fight and I spit on him, which was really stupid of him to ask me to move out. But
what was the fight about?
It was really stupid. We woke up one morning, he was making a lot of noise, and I was having a dream that I was fighting with somebody, and I turned and I spit toward him, and he thinks I deliberately did it at him, but I was fighting with somebody in a dream. I was subconscious.
I don't believe that.
You don't?
No. Anybody.
No.
You don't think when hold on a second.
No, that's her alibi. She was pissed.
Yeah, but dumb people, they blur reality and the dream life.
Oh, I can believe that. I can believe that.
She could be in the middle of having a cat fight with some bitch who works at her salon and hawk a loogie.
I can believe that she woke up agitated and that made her extra irritable towards the boyfriend, and then she let it go.
I had a guy named Mike who was an alcoholic concrete contractor, spent a few weeks on my sofa when I was living.
Oh, when people are loaded, they'll do stuff. Maybe if she was drinking, I'll buy it.
Well, hey, Andrea.
Hi.
All right. Well, are you a heavy sleeper?
No.
Right.
I'm a fairly light sleeper.
All right, so you got in a fight with your boyfriend, you spit on him.
Yeah.
What was the fight about?
It was really early in the morning.
He was making noise, that's right.
He was making a lot of noise. He was slamming doors.
Here's what I guarantee.
What?
This wasn't the only fight you'd had.
The thing was, me and him, were, in his room pretty much. If we weren't at work, we were in his room. Because his dad's a real jerk and stuff. And
he lives
with his dad?
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys aren't living together. You're living with his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
His girlfriend, who is the most neurotic, irrational person.
His dad's girlfriend?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. See, when she said his dad wanted them to move out, I thought, the guy sounds like an old school Catholic type. Right. Probably didn't want him living in sin before they tied the knot officially.
No. His girlfriend was pissed off at her. They all lived in the same roof. Under the same roof.
But isn't it funny that you and I, who are very usually catch things, what do you mean his dad went? We both accepted it.
We questioned it and then went, all right.
No, but I don't mean it felt right to us. So however she described it, she's been doing a good job.
I mean, if anything happened, I would never put my nose in anybody's business.
All right. Well, listen, what the hell do you want to live with this guy's old man and his crappy girlfriend for?
I don't know.
What's up with you? You got anything going?
I think I have anxiety disorder. A very close friend of mine was in a really bad car accident 2 years ago. She went through the windshield, sliced up her whole face. And she was pretty much lucky to be alive and stuff. And ever since then, for a good 6 to 8 months, when I would get in a car with somebody and you would speed onto the highway, I would freak out. And I would have anxiety attacks. My heart rate was 130 beats a minute. I was shaking. I don't take any caffeine, no coffee, chocolate. All
right. You're giving me anxiety, sweetie. Now, so what's the deal? What'd your boyfriend do? Did he cheat?
He cheated on me. I found out on Christmas Eve. I freaked out. I broke up with him. I went and talked to him. Nothing. He begged, cried, whined, moaned.
How'd you find out he cheated?
I went under his buddy list, and I found the girl's screen name, and I was like, how do you know such and such? And she happened to instant message me on Christmas Eve saying, what was up with that instant message, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And
you see, Drew, I've said it before, the computer is the modern-day equivalency to the female diary.
Yes.
It is even worse because it has dates and time stamps, and there's no...
It answers back.
And there's not a lot of poetic license involved with it. I mean, it's pretty much just hard data.
Hard evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so funny. Wait a minute. I'm not done with this. It's amazing to me that women have been getting popped by this diary and journal thing historically for hundreds, maybe thousands of years.
Payback time. Guys
finding the diary underneath the bed, talking about some ex-boyfriend or something. Dads finding their 16-year-old daughter's diary and finding out their little girl's not a virgin. This for years, women have been getting burned by this. Centuries, decades. But now guys are getting screwed by the computer.
Mm-hmm. Payback.
Yeah, it makes me laugh because I got no idea what goes on with a computer. I use mine for an ashtray, Drew. Do you understand that? I take the top off and I actually just fill it with cigarette butts. So, anyway, he cheated, he begged.
Found out he cheated.
You let him back.
Whatever.
You did let him back.
I let him back because I love him, and I was like, you know what, it's really not worth losing 2 years over some stupid cheap thrill.
Yeah.
And everything was going good and everything, and then he got a job, at the restaurant. He started going back to school. I was like, the only way I'll consider this is if you go to school full-time, because he's really smart. Like, go to school full-time, and get a job.
All right, so now what?
He did that, blah, 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 and everything was good up until like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
He cheated again.
I don't know that, but I suspected it. I was like, all right, I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. I saw him yesterday for like
2 weeks?
Yeah, wouldn't come to me for 2 weeks. I'm busy, I have work, I have school, blah, blah, blah. And I know he's got a really messed up background himself.
Oh, there you go. All right, well, here we are. Cheaters cheat.
All right, good.
That's that.
So I went and, I was really mad, whatever.
All right, listen, hey, Andrea, this is a radio show. You didn't call Drew at home.
I'm sorry.
I know we're stopping you more than you're dragging it on, but...
What is the question, actually?
Question is, should I just, let him come to me? Because,
No, you should reject him willfully and firmly.
Yeah, but if he ever does come to you...
Yeah, this is a bad relationship. This is an awful, awful mess.
Don't marry this guy, Andrea.
Okay.
And don't get into that. Don't get into that nonsense of, 2 years wasted, 2 years down the drain.
Crazy. So you're going to waste 20 more?
Yeah.
And then have a couple kids and waste it in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you learned a lesson. It wasn't 2 years wasted. It was 2 years of your life with this person who was in your life during those 2 years.
And let me tell you something else. The fact that you developed a post-traumatic stress disorder and panic attacks in response to a friend's car accident suggests that you yourself could use a little help. Some mental health.
Little therapy and dump this guy. And I don't know that he hasn't dumped her already.
He has.
Tom?
Yeah.
You're 21?
Hey, what's up, guys? I had a question about hair follicle drug testing.
Yeah.
I did a little research. I found out that it goes back like 3 months or so. And I was wondering, because I smoked one time in the past.
Hey, listen, who's doing the hair follicle test?
It's for a job.
Who's doing it? The military or the government or something?
No, it's like a personal or
private lab.
Yeah. I've actually been to the place like several times for
Do
other
they have
jobs.
private labs?
Yeah, well, who's asking for the test?
It's a job.
Okay. No jobs ask for this because it's an unreliable test.
They don't ask for the follicle
The only
test?
people that ask for are like the FBI and the military and the government.
Why do they ask for the unreliable test?
They want even the possibility to be ruled out. They sort of reserve right to reject someone.
So you're saying if you get a job at Kmart, they don't ask you for a follicle test?
No way. It's an awful test. You can't interpret it.
Will they have a urine test?
Urine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Who's doing a hair follicle test on you?
Well, it's like a, I don't really want to say like the company, but it's basically like an accountant type job.
Huh.
But
well, I think you can challenge any hair follicle test, frankly.
Oh, really?
They're just not. You can't really interpret them.
Oh, okay. Well, I did I smoked like maybe a half a joint months ago.
Relax, you'll be fine.
You're still paranoid from that half joint, Tom. Relax, all right, there, buddy.
All right.
All righty.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe break into a little more Frank Stallone before the night is over.
No. Jam 18.
Yeah, that.
Jim?
Yeah.
What's happening? I also sung "Hell Is for Children" by Pat Benatar.
What is up with Jim?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can't please my girlfriend. She's always complaining.
Well, that's what's up with Jim.
Yeah, I try, and I just have an orgasm in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, it feels good to me, but to my girlfriend, it's just not satisfying.
I don't buy this for a second.
I don't buy it either.
Yeah, not for a
I was just sitting there thinking, nah, don't buy it.
No way.
Sorry, Jim, don't buy it.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Nice try.
Try again, though, all right?
It's bogus. All right.
Yeah.
I like Jim. He didn't even try to fight us, though. Just, all right, okay.
I have no idea why I didn't buy that, but as the words "I don't buy this" were coming out of your mouth, that 2 beats before that, I was just sitting there thinking, I don't buy it.
It is not. Listen, you and I are used to tuning into how people feel at the other end of the line. That's not the way someone feels when they've got that problem. That's just not the way they feel.
I didn't even break it down that far. I just don't believe him.
And they don't get into, I'm not satisfying the young lady. I can't seem to satisfy. Like, hey, Men are much more focused on the schwanz than satisfying their partner. Yeah?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Didn't buy it. Lindsay?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I'm withdrawing really, really bad from heroin.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you guys know anything that I could do to help me get through it.
Yeah, there's a ton of medication that will help. But Lindsay, you got to get in a hospital. It's very important that you don't. Detoxing is an easy thing, as lousy as it feels, compared to staying off. So you got to get into a program.
Why she got to go to a hospital then if the detox is easy?
As hard as it is, it's not as hard as staying off the drugs. So she needs to get treatment, and people can help you with the withdrawal, no problem.
I don't want my parents to find out about it.
How long have you been doing heroin?
I've done it for like 5 months, probably.
Lindsay, once you get onto that drug, a switch basically gets thrown in your brain that never unswitches. And your family's going to have to be a part of the process of you getting over this. It's not something you just kind of stop doing and walk away from. Every heroin addict has that fantasy. You have to get treatment. You have to come clean about this. It's very, I'm sure, humiliating and unpleasant, but it's a common problem and it's quite treatable.
How are you taking the heroin?
Smoking?
I sniffed sometimes, and then other times I shot it up.
Okay.
And what made you decide to stop?
It's ruined my life so bad.
It's ruined your what?
Life so bad.
Oh.
My life terribly.
Well, why now? Why are you stopping now?
Because I don't even get high from it anymore. I just do it so I don't feel sick. I hate it so bad.
Right. That's a good PSA, by the way, for not doing heroin. So what should she do, Drew? What's her?
You've got to go. Maybe get yourself to an emergency room tonight. Is there a psychiatric hospital nearby that has an addiction program? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
You got to get yourself in a facility. I promise you, they can make this a lot easier, and more importantly, they can get.
What would they do?
They'll give her. Many places will give something called clonidine, Romaxin, Bentyl, Ativan, sometimes. Mirapex we use, Neurontin, a whole range of medication that can make these withdrawal symptoms much, much milder.
Well, let me ask. Hold on a second there, Lindsay. Drew, let me ask if it's like an emergency situation. Like, let's say I'm camping, and
you start detoxing.
I forget my rig.
Yeah.
And I start getting the DTs, and I'm just up on top of Mount Pino somewhere, and I got a few days where I am snowed in. So, is attempting to sleep, is that the best, or movement and exercise? Drink a lot of water.
Drink a lot of water and just distract yourself.
Drink a lot of water. Play a lot of Nintendo.
You're on a mountaintop, right? You have nothing.
No, well, let's say I packed some like Tylenol PMs or something, or some scotch.
Well, scotch will...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying I'm in a pinch. I got to make it through the night. I got like a 750 milliliter Johnny Walker Red Label here. I got some Tylenol PM. I got some stream water. I got some pemmican. That's jerky.
Part of what is happening to the brain is it's hyperactive. Let's say there are parts of it that are overstimulating, and alcohol and sleeping pills, things like that, will
slow it down.
Take that edge off a little bit. It won't do anything for the pain and the craving and the depression, though.
Right, but maybe you'll fall asleep. Possibly.
You don't. These people, even we blast them with stuff, they don't fall asleep.
Ooh.
But at least you might
like
not
me.
feel so edgy.
Hey, Lindsay?
Yeah?
All right, so what's your plan for tonight?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, are you just going to sit in your room and sweat, or are you going to call hospital, or?
I don't want to go at night because I don't want my parents to find out about it.
Lindsay, your parents are going to, either because they find you dead, or because you're going to decide to get over this. So they need to. Why not now? Let's just get it on. Let's get on with it. Let's tell them what's happening. Get them involved with it, and let's go.
Well, when did you get off it?
2 days.
This is my second day.
How was is the second day worse than the first day?
Yeah, a lot worse.
No, it is. Is it normally that way? Oh.
I don't know.
Really? So it takes...
From it before, but...
Okay. All right. So what are you going to do right now? I mean, what about taking a couple of sleeping pills and going to bed?
No.
That's irresponsible advice?
No, because she will. If she gets her edge off, she'll keep going. Believe me, they can't stop.
Oh, you mean if she loses her edge, she'll do more heroin?
No, more sleeping pills. And
more sleeping pills.
Yeah, big problem.
Yeah, that doesn't work though. You take like 3 of those Tylenol PMs and it wakes you up. All right, Drew, tell her what to do. Let's go.
You got to tell your parents. You got to come clean. You got to go.
Oh, maybe she could just go somewhere tonight. She got to tell them tonight.
Are you live with your parents?
Yeah.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah.
This is part of the problem with this drug. It's not like, well, there's a kind of a medium hard and easy or sort of. It's a hard choices need to be made.
It's an awful drug and it causes a deadly disease.
But you're 18, you're young.
Unless you do something about it, treatment, meaning telling your family, getting them involved, you will not live to see 30, unfortunately. That's the reality. And so let's get it tonight so you don't endanger yourself any further. Just get going.
And when you say live to see 30, you don't mean you would skip 30 and go to 31.
Right, you'll never see 30.
So you
actually might go right to 40.
So you know what? I thought that meant you died at 30, but you're saying you go 28, 29, 31, 32, and then you keep going.
No, you die before 30. It's an awful disease.
I get so focused on the number, not living to see 30, that
Why don't you, Ann?
You don't understand it's an honest mistake?
I can understand you. It's all right. It's been a difficult night. Find out what city Lindsay's living in, and let's see if we can find a facility near her. Maybe hook them up. Give them a call.
All right.
We got to take a break.
All right. Hold on. What does that say? Painful to defecate. Oh, for the last week. Well, that sounds like good times. All right. Let's take ourselves a little break. And when we come back, we'll talk to Jason, who has a defecation. I think that rhymed. Question after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. All right there, Drewskers. You ready to get back to the phones?
Yeah, let's go. Talk to Jason.
Yeah. Jason.
Hey, what's going on?
All right. 21 there.
Yeah, that's right.
Trouble with defecating, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty painful when that happens. Not having too much fun with that.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's going on down there?
Can you describe this?
Well, when I go to use the restroom, it feels like someone shoved a mason jar up there.
Oh.
Is that it, huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
But, he didn't quite get it right.
No, I don't think it's a joke. I think that's just how he's describing it because he knows the show.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe he is.
Jason?
Yo.
Was that just a payoff for a bogus call, or you actually...
It was just a payoff.
Okay,
actually, though, I was hoping...
Hey, hold on. Anderson, do you ever get tired of being wrong? Anderson, I need to use you throughout the course of my day because there's decisions to be made.
I just gave him way too much credit for being one of our callers.
I need you to come over around Super Bowl time.
That was the dumbest joke I've ever heard in my life, ever.
I know.
I'm trying to do my best here under really difficult circumstances.
I like Anderson better when he's not listening to the show.
He usually listens.
Oh, I know. And he's got those damn headphones. Cans, as we call them in the business.
Nobody's listening.
All right, so Jason makes a bogus call and then has another call for another question, but we're not going to talk to him.
That's correct.
Hey, listen, everybody. You have to expect when you call a syndicated radio show and you start off with a bogus call that we get into for a couple of beats, and then you make you give out the punchline, which is the mason jar asshole thing. You got to expect that the hosts aren't going to be all ears when it comes time to ask your follow-up question. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you expect that? I mean, we're not doing anything out of line here, are we?
Yeah.
Adam?
Hello?
You're 12. What's up, champ?
Yeah, I think I'm in depression because I keep on beating myself up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would hit my head into a wall.
Yeah.
And I want to know how I can stop this.
There is medication for that, but Adam, at 12, that's a pretty serious sign.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you ought to get some help with that. I mean, it really suggests that you've got some real, lot of anger and aggression, and you have difficulty managing it, and all you can do is pound your head into a wall. That's a pretty primitive way of dealing with feelings.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I know you do it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
You always, Adam went from that to beating off, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm still on that.
Yeah,
You're not suggesting I quit, are you?
No.
Hey, let me just explain something, fellas who punch the walls out. Most of it is just half-inch drywall, and that's no problem. Any 12-year-old could punch their fist or their forehead through it. But once in a while, you catch a stud, and that's trouble. Also, right about the 4-foot level on most walls, fire blocking. There'll be horizontal blocks going in between the king studs. So you don't want to punch down. Like, you don't want to punch about hip height. You might grab a fire block. Better percentage to go up top. See, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go about
shoulder
height, and figure in the corners, where like a door jamb is, you're going to have a king stud and then a trimmer, and then you're going to have about 14.5 inches in between the bay because they're 16 on center. That's where you want to drop it in. So if you're going to throw a punch, again, shoulder height, and I like to punch mine in the vicinity of the door jamb, but not so close where I'm going to catch either the 2x4 that's the king stud or the trimmer that's in there holding the header over the door jamb there. Straight out, and make a slight twisting action as you impact the drywall. All right there, Drew?
Here we go.
I'll also use a stud finder, and what I'll do if I don't have a stud finder and I'm in the middle of a tantrum, I'll take a tape that I carry on my keychain, and I'll just try to figure out what layout is, as we call it. And I'll put it up against the corner, and I know there's a king stud there in the corner, and I'll drag it along the baseboard, and I'll just mark it with a pencil, 16 on center, see where I'm at. Then I'll go up, and I'll take a finish nail.
Let's heal some babies!
Shut up. Punch the thing through the wall and see if I catch a stud. And if I don't feel anything, but just punches through, then I'll go ahead and use that as my mark.
Good times.
All right. Don't push that, Anderson. You piss me off. Mark?
Let's heal.
Dick.
Mark?
Oh, hello?
Another bogus call.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why?
Hi?
Oh, yeah, because he has diarrhea after making love?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't believe this either.
No, for real, usually when I finish making love and everything,
yeah,
I don't have diarrhea, but it comes out like in a soft stage,
Soft stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a froyo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of soft, It's just, I noticed that every time after I finish making love, the next day when I go in the morning or something,
softer.
whatever.
It doesn't mean anything. It's all right.
Anything? Not the usual paperweight that you drop out of your ass. This is more of a softer swirl.
Yeah, softer, like kind of like burning and stuff.
A little burning, huh?
Yeah.
Well, maybe have your boyfriend pull out next time.
Huh?
Because the guy stays in there can wreck the consistency of the stool, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Drew, what if that was a real question?
We answered it.
We did?
Nothing to worry about.
All right. John?
Yes, how you guys doing?
You're 21?
This is true, sir.
What's up?
Not too much. My question is actually for Drew.
All right.
I was wondering if it is possible to fake a pregnancy test, like get a result to show up, but not have actually taken the test properly. Like, can you add water?
No.
No. Okay, that's all I need to know, man.
I mean, you mean to the over-the-counter ones?
Yeah, like, I have reason to believe that someone's lying to me because they, it's a really long story. I just wanted to know if there's any way to fake the test. I won't bore you guys.
You can get but they can read positive and not be positive.
Right, I understand that, but it read negative. Is there any way to fake that?
Well, not do it. I mean, does it turns a different color?
Because there's a control strip and a test strip. And the control strip, that turned, but the test strip did not. And I just wanted to know if...
Hold on. Control strip.
So what if you just dipped it in water, Drew? What would happen?
That's what I want to know. Is could you add water, or
there probably is something? No, there probably is something you can add to that to make it. I thought you meant a urine, actually lab test.
No, like we're not in a lab. This is just at home. Is there if she just added
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I imagine there's something that you could do to that
Well, I just didn't know if you'd add 5 drops of water. I didn't know what would make.
I'm sure it wouldn't be water, whatever it is.
Fair enough. That's all I need to know.
But there probably is something you can add to it to make it turn.
Yeah.
Well, wait, John. She didn't have access to anything but tap water.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, hold on.
Chemist or anything.
Hold on a second. No. Hey, but Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, you pee on the stick, right?
Right.
and then it turns a different color if you're pregnant because there's something in your urine. And if you're not, it turns a different color because it doesn't detect whatever that is in your urine. Now, if you just dip it into something liquid, is it going to activate the color that says negative just because it's dipped in liquid?
I can't imagine that it would.
You don't think so?
I don't see how.
Well, because maybe it's only looking for...
It's looking for beta. It's looking for HCG. It's looking for hormone.
All right, but in the absence of that, maybe the other one turns, the negative color turns. You know what I mean? If you just dipped it in beer and it didn't have that
negative,
in it.
Yeah, it'd be negative. He wants to know, can you make it positive?
I think I thought he wanted to know if we could go, if it was, John?
Adam, you've got the right idea. See, it did turn up negative, and I want to know, like, you're thinking the same way I am.
Oh, you could fake a negative, sure.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so then...
That could you fake a pregnancy, fake a positive?
No, I'm not worried about that.
I'm sure you could fake a negative.
I'm intrigued now.
See,
now you got to tell us the story.
Yeah, I'm intrigued in the kind of way that I can't leave the studio for another hour and a half.
So you know the story?
So everything... No, I just mean I'm not going anywhere, so everything's intriguing.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was hoping, I think there's another test sitting around, so if you want, I can try to fake it and call you guys back.
Yeah, well, just... No. I believe you can fake a negative.
Yeah.
The question is, can you fake a positive? I don't think you can fake a positive. You probably can fake a negative. But why would you suspect that your girlfriend is faking a negative?
Reason being is because she knew, I think she was trying to trick me to get me to stay with her, and she knew that I didn't want a child, so she thought if she impressed me by saying she's not pregnant, she's not a clever one, but she's a tricky one.
Impressed you by saying she's not pregnant when you had no reason to believe she was pregnant?
Well, this is the thing. I just don't want her to say that, it was negative and then call me 9 months later and say, hey, guess what? I lied. We have a kid now. Because I was going to leave her. It's a long story.
All right. Well, John, your logic is retarded and riddled with more holes than Anderson's underpants. But... he sounds like he knows what he's doing for some odd reason.
Yeah, something he knows looking for.
I don't know. To hear him describe it, though, the logic just sounds it is semi-flawed.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure he has time to get her to have an abortion if she's pregnant.
But why is that even occurring to him? Because he's leaving, suddenly she's pregnant?
He's leaving, so she's going to come up with a pregnancy test that reads negative so that he'll stay with her because it'll show how honest she is, that she would... A lot of girls would have had a positive...
Even though they weren't...
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just look. John, just stop having sex. That's all. Thank you. Who cares? Megan?
Yeah?
You're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay. I've been friends with this girl for, probably 9 years or so, and ever since I've known her, she's always lied. And at first it was just, little things, but now it's, everything. She feels the need to lie about... everything.
Well, stop hanging out with her.
Is she an addict or alcoholic?
No, she's not, but I feel like there's something that she's hiding, or she's, depressed about something, because it's always I have this boyfriend, but the guy never exists, and,
All right, well, she's got some... that kind of lying is pretty serious, and it's not...
Yeah, and I'm worried about her,
and it has nothing to do with you, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know, it doesn't have anything to do with me, but...
Well, how else... why do you hang out with her?
Well, I've been friends with her for so long. She's like a sister, and it's just that...
Yeah, I see my sister twice a year.
Well, I mean, I don't have many very, girlfriends, so
how come?
The ones I do, I don't like girls.
How come?
I don't trust them.
Why would happen?
Well, nothing
nice.
Serious, but...
Well, what's your mom like?
Just got a general hunch about the bitches, right?
What's your mom like?
Yeah, well, my mom, she's cool, but, just the whole divorce thing with my parents, I don't trust her, so I don't trust girls, I guess. I don't know.
What'd your mom do, cheat on your dad?
No, but she's the one that, wanted it, so I kind of always blamed it on her, so.
Okay, well, hey, babe, listen, for our listeners, are you kidding?
I'm sorry?
This is a breakthrough.
This is massive insight.
Yeah.
We're delighted, Megan. Good. Go forward. Get more friends who are female, though. Listen, you got to get over that. It's going to really color your sense of yourself also. You are a woman, obviously, and as such, your feelings about women are going to affect your feelings about yourself. You're going to leave big pieces of yourself out.
I mean, your mom probably wanted to break up because your dad was cheating anyway.
No, he wasn't, but...
What, is your dad dead now?
No, he's not.
Well, what did your mom do? Did she remarry?
She remarried. Well, she says that she was unhappy, but I just feel like she was being selfish.
Why was she unhappy?
Well, because she she never went to college, and, you know, she just sat around, like, not sat around, but, like, just took care of me and my brothers, and
why didn't
she wanted something more, I guess. So.
Why didn't she do that while she was still married to your dad?
Well, she did. She started to. My dad, like, sent her through college and everything like that, and she just still wasn't happy, so she wanted a divorce.
So she grew and changed. And
so where is she now? Did she remarry?
Yeah, she remarried last year.
One of her professors?
All right. That's how she got the B in that case.
Exactly.
All right there, Megan. It's going to be a long life if you hate half the population. You know what I mean?
I don't hate them. It's just hard to trust them.
You hate the women. Now you have to add Middle Easterns to the list, and before you know it, you're out of people. You understand? It's just you and your goofball, pathological liar friend.
But you know the reason you have that trouble trusting, and you know that all women are not your mom. So go ahead and trust some of them. Pick some better ones. Pick better ones than the lying friend you have. Interestingly, you've got someone you can't trust that you've decided to attach yourself to. You shouldn't trust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look around.
That's a weird one, too, by the way. I mean,
No. That's common.
My dad's an idiot, but I like guys.
Yeah, but you treat them all like S.
How dare you? I command you to leave the room.
I talk to your friends.
You go wait out in the parking lot.
You treat us all like crap.
How dare you?
You treat us all like your dad.
How dare you? What do you mean? I treat my friends very well. Put them on a pedestal, and I urinate on them. Please. What do you mean? Guys love me.
Oh, I didn't say they don't.
I'm a big hit with the lads. Yeah. Hey, you're a prick. Kenneth?
Yeah.
You're 33?
Yeah.
Drew, you get a little abuse only because you deserve it.
Oh, I see.
All right.
What's up, Kenneth?
Hey, I wanted to know about a drug question for Drew.
Yeah.
There's some drugs for genital herpes out there.
Mm-hmm.
And how come the one that's been out for a while costs like 60 cents a pill, but the one they do the commercial on costs like $4 a pill?
Because as new medicines roll out, they are improved and they are better, and there have been a lot of research poured into them, and so they can command higher prices because they're better.
Well, it's like, how come
a 96 Porsche is not what the 2002 is?
Right.
But I've tried them both, and they do the same thing.
Oh, all right. Well, they work.
Well, you're talking about, what are you talking about? Zovrax and Valtrex, or Famvir and Valtrex? What are you talking about?
Acyclovir and Valtrex.
Well, Acyclovir is, you're using a generic there, so it's not even, you're not even using a trade drug at that point.
But isn't that one of them or the other?
That's Acyclovir, and then the other one is what?
The one they do on the commercial.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's Valtrex.
Valtrex is less frequent. You only take it 2 or 3 times a day as opposed to 5 times a day on the Zovrax and the Acyclovir.
Yeah, but...
And Acyclovir is, again, now a generic. The patent has run out, and so you can get it for less expensive.
Oh, well, that's good for everybody to know. And in Vegas, they do the hair test for every casino that's worth a damn.
Do they? But those are worthless tests. Is it just so they're trying to find out, has somebody ever done drugs? Is that their idea?
Well, yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Those are not good tests, the hair test.
Yeah, but
they probably don't do much with it except scare people.
They're dealing with desperate people who don't have teams of attorneys to dispute the findings of the test. Yeah. And you can look at it this way: 95% of the people you blow the whistle on were smoking weed earlier that week or doing whatever earlier that week. Anyway, I just find it ironic that the one that it picks up on is the one we should least worry about.
The weed.
Yeah, I mean, the booze, the coke, and the speed, and the heroin...
You can get that in there. I don't know about the booze, but the harder drugs can.
Well, how long can you get coke in there for?
I don't know.
Like a day, right?
No, hair.
Well, how much... Is hair much stronger than urine? I mean,
hair stays away
much
from
more holding power?
What goes in stays in for months.
So, coke would show up for the same duration as weed?
I think it's actually very variable amongst all drugs, and that's what the complaint is, that it's, as I understand it,
so
it's very difficult to interpret.
So from if you're doing a urine analysis,
it's within a few days, depending what the drug is.
The speed, but not the weed. The weed can hang out for a little bit, right?
Possibly.
But the speed and the coke and the heroin is out like
hours.
In hours.
Hours.
So in a certain sense, what are you testing for when you're doing a urine test?
You're testing for somebody who can't stop using drugs, somebody who's addicted. You're talking to somebody which happens all. I know. Well, it's supposed to be random. It's supposed to be like all of a sudden.
All right, I understand it's random, but like when look, anybody. Well, not anybody. I mean, obviously, if someone's completely out of their mind with heroin, that's one thing. But if someone knows they're going in to take a urine test, they probably stay off the coke and switch to beer for one night.
Usually.
Okay, I got to do that.
All right, just tonight.
What kind of beer? Any beer? Any booze.
Mickey's
Big Mouth?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Over there. Let's get back to phones and crank through some calls. Joe?
Hello?
22?
Hi, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
What's happening?
Nothing much. Just curious. Me and my wife are looking at, getting involved with other couples, the swinging approach.
Sure.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
I know. Just looking at, what approach, how to handle it or...
What's wrong with your relationship such as it is?
Nothing.
How dare you, Drew?
It's good. I mean, sex is good, but we just want to take it another level.
We do or you do?
No, we both do.
We do.
We meaning you, your wife, and Drew, or just her and Drew, or just you?
Me, my wife, and another couple, kind of like a one-time thing, see what it's like, and we really don't want to know them afterwards. It's kind of like just a fantasy kind of a thing.
Yeah. This is your wife's idea?
Actually, like both. You talk dirty while you're in bed, and say, oh, I'm somebody else when you're really not.
Right.
You
pick anyone famous, or you just go with, John Q. Public?
Go with, scenes. Like, if we were at a party, we'd play, like, she's drunk, and I'm taking advantage of her, and then...
Yeah. Has she ever been victimized before, your wife?
No, I don't think so. She's never expressed that. But it's kind of like, I guess it's the thinking pattern.
Typically what happens is somebody that's been victimized needs to go through that victimization ritual again in order to feel aroused many times.
Well, what victimization ritual?
Well, she's drunk and he takes advantage of her. That's, victim. Victim light. Victim light. I'll grant you.
Okay. All right. Hey, Joe?
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, we have two.
Yeah. And drop this idea immediately. Your relationship will not last through this.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can't do that.
Okay.
You know what it's like, Joe?
No.
I know. Just listen. Pretend we're running a show where we give advice on cars. Okay.
Okay.
And you called up and you were talking about getting a Miata or the Honda 2000, two-seater Roadster or Cabriolet Porsche Boxster or something like that. And you're talking to us, and then we said, "Do you have any kids?" And you went, "Yeah, I got a softball team."
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, you got to go with the minivan. Sorry, I know it's boring, but that's it.
You have a higher responsibility now than your.
You can't stuff them all into the boot of the Porsche. You understand?
Your job is to keep this family going and to keep that relationship healthy on behalf of these kids.
And your swinging will destabilize things and will screw things up.
Guaranteed.
Guarantee it. Just go get some porno.
If it were good for you, why
Drew
not?
and I'd be swapping now.
Why not?
Right now. What would we have?
What would be the reasons for us
5 minutes from now? Now.
As we're speaking to you.
No, now.
What would be in it for us to tell you not to do this if it were good for you? We'd encourage you to do it. Even if we're neutral, I'd say, hey, have a good time.
Well,
it's a definite negative. In fact, I'd recommend 5 partners all at once. 5 would be great. 10.
All right. Joe, that's it. You heard the advice. Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, get some porno.
Okay, do you know, maybe a website just to find out more information, maybe? That freak nature,
Yeah, it's called
www.divorce.com.
Stab your kids in the back with a rusty sprinkler key.com. Idiot. These idiots who have... Look, I don't mind swinging, I don't mind swapping, I don't mind any of that stuff. If you don't have 2 kids and then start going with the swapping and the swinging. And, they don't know. The kids don't know. Of course they don't know. They know Dad's an idiot and Mom's a retard. That's what they know.
Bill, 23.
Yes. I've been chatting online for the last few weeks with the 16-year-old.
And you're 23.
Australia.
In Australia, right.
I don't know if you know how legal it is or whatever.
What the age of consent in Australia is?
Yes.
9.
I don't know. I don't know what the legalities of the international space is on the internet as regards to these sorts of behaviors.
But Bill,
but God's my Adam and God's ruler on this one suggests that things are not good. It's not good. No, this is not a good thing.
God can see as far as Australia, is what Drew is saying. I know it seems far away, and it takes God 14, 16 hours to get there. But what's God use? A flying carpet or a flying cross?
Concorde. Are you kidding?
Oh. Hey, Bill? No, that's right. He travels on a lightning bolt. Bill, what has gone so terribly wrong in your life that you're hitting up a chick in Australia, for Christ's sake?
Who's underage.
Who's underage?
No, I mean...
10th grader in Australia.
There's nothing wrong.
Oh, yes. There's something horribly, horribly wrong with your life.
No, nothing
horribly.
wrong.
Dramatically.
There has to be.
What do you mean there has to be?
Because you're on a computer at age 23. You're living in... Yes?
Okay. I mean, if she revealed her age...
Now, I don't care if she was 23, too. There couldn't be any place further away than Australia. You're 23. How are you going to get to Australia?
Fly there.
Oh, please.
Idiot.
My questions are going to my pecker.
Indeed it is.
Listen, something has gone horribly wrong in your life if you're 23 and you're talking to an underage chick in Australia.
And excited about it and defending it.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's in San Diego. If she lived in Oregon, it'd be a bust. It would be a deal breaker. It would be right. You know, the guy's living at home and he's driving a 77 Chevette, for Christ's sake. And the only thing that makes it worse than talking to underage chicks in Australia is defending talking to underage chicks in Australia when you're a 23-year-old male. Yep. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Hey. There we go. Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number. I like that song. What song is that?
Something corporate, if you see Jordan there in last week.
Oh, that was something corporate?
Clutch.
Oh. I guess it was. Yeah. You know, whenever the band is in here, we always talk to the band and turn the sound down, so never end up hearing the song. That's a good
Or we
song.
just talk to each other.
Yeah.
We're a little more offensive than just talking to the band, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. Donna?
Yeah.
You're 48?
Yep.
What's up?
I'm on methadone for my migraine headaches.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on it for 3 years, and I was on 360 milligrams a day, and I've cut myself all the way down to about 5 milligrams a day, and if I take more than that, I get really, really sick. And if I take less than that, I'm really, really sick. And I want off of it. And,
well, why?
Why do I want off of it?
Yeah.
Because I'm a nurse and I want to go back to work.
I don't see where you can get off of it without going to nursing diversion, because you're not going to stay off it.
Hey.
And if you're on it for specific reasons and you're on stable doses and whatnot, you ought to maybe leave it alone, because methadone is a profoundly addictive drug. And
worse than heroin?
Yeah, it actually is worse than heroin.
Worse than anything? Anything worse than methadone?
No, it's about the same as heroin. Actually, it's harder to get off of than heroin is the problem.
What? She said they gave her methadone because...
For headaches. I know, they're giving more and more of it these days.
For headaches?
For all kinds of things.
Why? What's it do for headaches?
Oh, it's a powerful pain reliever. But the problem is most people with that kind of headache also have the addictive gene going on, and they get on this stuff, and there's no turning back.
But, I mean, you don't want people getting on methadone to kick heroin for headaches. It seems like even more ill-advised.
The pain people are using a lot of it. There's a movement afoot lately to use more of it and to use it as what's called a harm avoidance strategy.
It was done for prophylactic reasons.
Yeah, but you're in, and you're in. That's it. You know, there's not really no going back from it. If you're going to go back from it, it's nursing diversion. It's weeks of treatment. And
what's nursing diversion? Like rehab for nurses?
Yeah, it's kind of a program for nurses.
And who works with them? Junkies? I mean, in an ironic twist.
No,
you know what I mean?
nurses,
When nurses
in recovery.
I think what a bunch of just Skid Row junkies would work with them.
Run the program.
Run the program.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm a junkie. I mean, yeah.
No.
Donna,
I don't know that nursing diversion would be something that I would have to do.
But that's how you get off the methadone.
That's how you're going to stay off the methadone, though. Otherwise,
I realize that I need rehab. My problem is that I can't find a place. I'm disabled because of the migraine, and I can't find a place that will take the Medicare.
Medicare. You really have to go to a psychiatric hospital for that, because Medicare doesn't cover chemical dependency per se.
What are the migraines from?
I've had them since I was 12 years old.
What happened? What happened at 12?
Or before?
Oh, I have no idea.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing weird? No. No daddy doing any weird stuff or anything?
No.
Huh? Why are you a nurse?
Why am I a nurse?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a nurse.
Ooh, even worse. What went on at home?
Pardon me?
Something weird at home?
Just typical divorced family.
Yeah.
Well, there is no typical divorce family.
Well,
what does that mean?
Is. Someone needed taken care of? Taken care of? Who?
No, nobody was sick.
No? Dad's not an alcoholic?
But when there's chaos in the
My
home.
stepdad was an alcoholic, but he left when I was very little. So.
Yeah, but
you got a second dad that left, too.
Yeah, I did, actually. My actual biological father left before I was even born. And then my stepfather, who adopted me, left when I was in the 4th grade.
But you know how but moms that choose alcoholic husbands choose them consistently. So that means your actual biological father must have been alcoholic, too.
No, he's not. My actual biological father was not an alcoholic.
No. How do you know?
Because I know him.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh,
what's he do for a living?
He's a pastor.
Oh.
And what about his parents?
Pedophile.
Yeah, look at his parents, because that's one of the reasons the gene gets hidden sometimes is religious structure.
All right. But Drew will not rest till everyone's alcoholic.
Well, but you got the gene somewhere down, is the point.
Oh, I know that. It probably comes from my mother's side somewhere.
Yeah. Well, point is, nurses and doctors do really poorly in treatment. Really poorly, except when they're involved in diversion when they do exceptionally well. They do much worse than average without diversion and much better than average with diversion.
What percentage of nurses are nuts? Well, let me
That's
make
data that's been compiled yet.
Wait, let me
what
make
percentage of radio hosts are nuts?
Well, they're just sort of idiots. They're just more a-holes than they're nuts. Let me say this, Drew. Here's what I have for nurse, and maybe this is just from watching TV. But huge black man, kindly black man, and those guys don't seem to have issues.
The nurse.
But the white female nurses, they got issues. They got troubles. Now, to me, and that's all there is for nurses. There's a huge, gentle, giant black man. Maybe I've just gotten this from watching, St. Elsewhere or something. But gentle, giant black man with no particular issues, and then there's a crazy white chick nurse. And then there's like that sort of grab bag Asian thing who I don't bother. I don't even try to figure those people out anymore. I'm done with them. You hear me? You Asians, I wash my hands with you. I don't even think about you anymore. So, Drew, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
White female nurses, all nuts, right? Thank you. John?
Yeah.
You're 26?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I have a 32-year-old girlfriend that has never had an orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
She on medication?
You want Drew to swing by and give her one? He's the master.
I grant them more than give them.
He's the gatekeeper.
Any medication for her?
No.
Any medical problems?
No history of any either. She's masturbated and not had nothing. Came up empty. I mean, she's been doing it for several years. She's never really been able to.
Yeah. She have a vibrator?
Yes, we've tried that.
We've tried that, or she's tried that by herself?
Well, she tried that by herself with an object somewhat like a vibrator before we tried it together. But
wait. What is an object somewhat like a vibrator?
Like a massage.
Okay. All right.
Good enough.
It's a vibrator.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you go down on her plenty?
Yes, we've tried that.
Yeah.
And it's gotten pretty close according to her, but never actually happened.
All right. Well, does she still enjoy herself sexually?
Yeah.
With John, come on, Adam.
I mean, how often do you guys have sex?
I'd say 4 or 5 times a week.
Oh, all right. And she's okay with that?
Yeah, but I'm still feeling kind of selfish about it.
No, I understand. I'm putting him on hold because I got kind of a crappy phone line there. But
that does not compute for me.
Her 4 or 5 times a week, no orgasm?
Yeah. Something's up with that.
Well, it doesn't compute with you because you're a passionate man. And there's no guy who would have sex 4 or 5 times a week without...
Yeah.
But then there are these guys who are into all kinds of stuff, like blind guys who like going to sporting events and stuff like that. You know, it takes all kinds, Drew. All kinds. Said that many times.
But not enough lately.
John?
You haven't said that enough lately.
Yeah, to the tune of all kinds. So, is there anything up with her?
How do you mean?
Does she ever start crying when you're humping her?
No, nothing weird like that at all. She's very open to trying stuff, and I'm pretty straightforward. I mean, we don't get too crazy or anything.
She's on no medication, no birth control pills, no nothing.
Birth control, yes.
What's she do for a living?
She works in a lawyer's office.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, no, he was worried about giving away too much.
See. So he switched from accountant to lawyer. I see.
Well, but here's the deal, everybody. Actually, this is a good thing because.
Well, she's a nurse. She works in a doctor's office.
No, you think so? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. I think she does work in a lawyer's office. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Could you tell us if she worked at a doctor's office?
No, she does not work in a doctor's office.
Oh, again with the.
No, I know.
She's not a nurse.
No.
Boy, still with the beat.
With the what?
The beat.
You take a beat before you answer our questions. It makes us suspicious.
Watch. Go ahead, answer me the question.
I can understand why it makes you suspicious. I'd rather not say what she does.
Okay, but just as long as it's not nurse.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
Okay. All right. Screwballs. What is that with people? Ask me the question, Drew.
Is she a nurse? Does she work in a doctor's office?
No. What? What was the second?
Does she work in a doctor's office?
No. Drew, let me try. Your wife, Susan, she work in a doctor's office?
No.
Okay, very good. I believe it. All right, so, John, here's the deal. You're having sex with her 4 or 5 times. You've tried the vibrator. You've tried the oral sex. How about the tub?
The tub?
Yes.
No, I haven't tried the tub.
She needs to try the tub. She needs to try the tub without you present.
That's the answer, you think? To 32
yeah.
years?
Yes, the tub. No, it's not necessarily the answer. It's the last resort. You go to the tub. She needs to baptize her labia. All right? So tell her to do the hot water thing with the tub.
I don't think he understands the tub technique.
The tub thing, she got to run the water on her crotch.
Out of the spigot.
Okay.
Out of the spigot. All right?
All right. You don't think there's anything mental going on there? Anything deeper than that?
Yeah, we do, but you're not giving us anything about her, so we can't have a discussion about it. All you said, can't tell you where she works, don't want to talk about that, and she's perfect. She's perfect.
No, she didn't say perfect. But look, here's the deal. A certain percentage of women do not have an orgasm. And maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 8%, maybe it's 3%. But they don't. I run into that 3% 99% of the time. That's the incredible part. But I am willing to accept that John has run into that 5%.
Yeah.
And try as he will, he's not coaxed an orgasm from her. So, John, understand that she may be in that group of the 5% that never has an orgasm, and stop banging your head against the wall and just continue to bang her and enjoy yourself. Enjoy. Right, Drew?
I don't know. I'd be like him. I'd try to solve that Rubik's Cube.
You would? Not me.
I think the birth control pill may have a solution. There may be something you could do with that, too, there.
I would look at it as freeing.
Wrong pill.
Maybe. Maybe the wrong pill, but I'll tell you, I would... Which I got a little gas in that, but
no, I don't.
It ain't good either.
No. I might feel it.
No talent, ass clown.
Drew, yeah. Drew, come on, close the door, buddy. We're doing a radio show in here.
Oh, kiss my ass.
Wow, huh? That was like crazy, right? Crazy novelty, like baby fart gas. That's a baby, right? The only thing funnier about me blowing a good fart in the studio is Anderson and how much he hates it.
That's a baby.
Wow. Doesn't it have that?
Say it. Say it's a baby fart.
Baby fart.
No talent ass clown.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm saying if I'm with a woman who cannot have an orgasm, takes all the pressure off of me. All the pressure.
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Oh, I just let a great one fly in the studio. Great. Yeah.
I've got like a paranoia problem. I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old, and the girl told me 2 weeks later that she was pregnant. She didn't end up being pregnant, but ever since then, any girl I've been with, I'll freak out until she starts her cycle.
Even if you take appropriate precautions.
I do. I've been engaged for 9 months, and still every time it rolls around, I start freaking out if she's going to start or not.
She's on the pill?
Yeah.
Do you use condoms also?
Yeah.
Well, just stop it then, you idiot.
There's no way we're going to talk you out of this, so you've taken more than necessary precautions.
Just feel free to stop yourself.
Oh.
Drew got a little second wind there. Hey, Adam, that's it. Yeah. Just stop it. I mean, I know stop it's not advice, but...
No, if you can't just stop it in the face of reality that is ironclad, then
Drew, what?
You got a problem.
You're not acting very professional. Pull the shirt down.
They
from
can hear
over
me
your
just
mouth.
fine.
We got a sweatshirt pulled up over his face. He's doing the show like he's robbing a bank.
Oh, yeah.
Drew, let me say this. We talked to a lot of people who give us a lot of reasons as to why they are the way they are.
Yeah.
And they go, when I was 9, I fell in the pool, and I almost drowned, and then I got out, so now every time I see water or even see it spelled or written on a book, I freak. It's like, no, just stop.
Well,
I mean,
even
stop.
if it's not
Look, if you're abducted and, ritualistically abused or something and sodomized, okay, I can see you being a little freaky. But you had a girlfriend when you're 16, you thought she might be pregnant, she wasn't pregnant. You got to freak out for the rest of your life? Like there's not a human being on the earth that didn't go through this?
And also, can't you sort of decondition yourself just like you could if you had a near drowning or something? Just get back in the water a little bit, slowly.
Well, look at Drew. I almost killed him.
Just now.
About a minute and a half ago.
Now when he lifts his cheek towards Mecca, I freak.
Yeah, I floated a big biscuit over there. He almost coughed up a lung, but now look at him. He's back. He's doing his job. He's focusing. Lou?
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, just my first time calling, so I'm kind of a little nervous here. All
right.
Well, I have a relationship question, basically. I've been seeing this woman. She's 32. I'm 24.
Mm-hmm.
My last relationship was with a 34-year-old woman, and I had a child at 19. Not the same person or anything.
Sure.
And she was a customer of mine, and we have known each other before we started seeing each other for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
What's the question?
What do? You clean aquariums?
No, I work at a local coffee shop.
Knew it.
Corporation.
Knew it. All righty.
Coffee shop corporation.
I guess.
Yeah, that should pretty much say there.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
and she comes in. She's a customer.
Yeah. Well, she was. She came in. I saw her every morning.
Right.
I would say hi to her, and then a couple times, I would see her on the weekend at night on a closing shift.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be nice, I would give her drinks on the house, just to be nice, not expecting anything. And then she asked me out to lunch just to be nice as well.
Yeah, that's not just to be nice. That's, you guys are
She's interested.
Starting something up.
Yeah.
Well, what happened, we both thought it was, going to be a simple lunch, something simple,
Not her.
She didn't. Look, chicks don't ask guys who wear smocks out for lunch just thinking, hey, I'd like to get to know the guy in the smock a little better.
Yeah.
They're interested. She's interested in you.
Well, no, I know. We've actually, we've been seeing each other now for almost 4 months.
Yeah, okay, all right. Who cares? Get to the good part.
Well, when I first met her, she told me that she had been divorced. And she signed papers with her ex over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the time that her and I have been seeing each other,
They still live together because they have a 13-year-old child.
Boy.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, my parents were the same way. I mean, my parents were divorced when I was like 13, or in the process of divorce. My dad lived on one side of the house, my mother lived on the other side of the house.
Wait, were they divorced, or were they just?
They were separated, but they were in the process because the papers for my parents didn't go through till about when I was 15.
Hey, did they do that sitcom move where they took that piece of red tape and they ran a stripe right down the middle of the house, right across the sofa and the toilet seat and everything, and you stay on that side of the house and I'll stay on, and everyone's happy, and then eventually one guy finds out that the bathroom's on the other side of the line, and then the doorbell rings and he won't answer the door because he doesn't feel like it. The chick, like Laverne's got a hot date, and you got to get the door. True. Remember dividing the house in half. Yeah, doesn't seem to happen anymore. Hey, Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't put a stripe down the middle of the house.
No. They came close a couple times.
Isn't it interesting how we find someone just like his parents?
Yeah.
In the same situation.
It's tough. It's tough. I know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the thing about it is that because he lied to her because she said, she saw the papers over a year ago, and she thought, because she told me.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Well, first off, that phone of yours is driving me insane, Lou. I'm going to put Lou on hold for a second. I have a few thoughts here. One is, this is a troubled woman. I don't say that she's a serial killer, but she's living a fairly chaotic life if she's living at home with her divorced or soon-to-be divorced husband.
With the 13-year-old, they're picking up on the guy at the coffee shop.
Yeah, the younger guy. Shocking.
Yeah. Why don't we just...
He's got a kid. I think one of them needs to move out of the house like a normal human being, like adults do when they get divorced. I mean, this is really... If you could come up with a scenario worse than divorce for the 13-year-old, it would be this.
Yeah. But listen, how serious do you think she is about Lou? You know what I mean?
Sweet Lou?
Yeah.
Line 6?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Lou?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. Here, let me say this. This woman is, what, 34?
32?
No, 32. My last relationship was 34, and she had an actual alcoholic problem.
Okay.
I've had two bad relationships. One, with a 34-year-old, and then with my son's mother.
Is your mom older than your dad?
No, my dad recently passed away in 2000, and he was 68, and my mother now is 54.
Oh, so Dad's quite a bit older. All right, there. Listen, how's your kid doing?
My son is 4. He's doing good. He's getting over a cold.
All right. Well, hey, he's very specific. All right, so he's doing good up as of 11/21.
Well, the reason for me calling was because basically, when things started to change with her lifestyle. I mean, she wants to get out. She wants to move. She goes to school right now.
All right, look, here's the deal. Let her move. I mean, here's what I'm saying. I know this is not answering this question. Don't get into anything serious with her.
No, she's not.
And don't consider the relationship serious until she makes a move.
That's right.
This is what I've been wanting to say for the last 6 years on this show.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Which is,
no.
No. I'm not going to break wind. I'm going to try, but no. Here's what I want to say. A lot of people get real serious in their relationships before the relationship can get serious because a person is seeing somebody else, or they're still married, or there's something that prevents them, like they're across the country or in Australia on a different continent, like we spoke to earlier tonight. A lot of people getting real serious in situations that you cannot get serious about.
Right.
It's just impossible. So have the relationship be as serious as the terms of the relationship will let it. When someone is living with their ex, you can only get so serious with this person. Now, they're talking about moving out, or they're talking about getting a divorce, or whatever. Good. When they do it, now it's time to step it up.
But your point is important and well taken, in that most people, when they get into this relationship with a lot of longing and a lot of unavailability involved, that's when the desires really heats up.
Right.
Gotta have it.
Right.
And what you're saying is no. Just go easy. Have it at the level with which the reciprocal partner allows. Or the circumstances allow.
The circumstances, yes, and the partner, which is, if someone claims to really be into you, like the guy who claims he's gonna get a divorce for the last 5 years, and he's nailing that young chick at the office, and he tells her every week he's a week away from getting divorced, but yet 5 years has gone by. He's not taking you as seriously as you may be taking him. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. All righty. Let's hop back on them phones. What do you say there, Drew?
Hop back, indeed.
And let me say this, too, everybody. It ran through my mind when somebody called 15 minutes ago and didn't want to tell us what their old lady was doing, but for a living, that is. But did we get some good coffee in here or something?
That's what I was hoping for.
Was there some Starbucks or something floating around?
Is that what this is?
No. We gotta get the good stuff. But look, here's what I'm saying, Drew. On this show, we don't say where people are calling from.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking up at the screen and I'm seeing Sacramento and Oklahoma and Utah and Colton and Napa and all that kind of stuff. So here's my point. You have a little more leeway to say what your partner does or what you do, or you can give away more information because people don't know what part of the country you're calling from. Do you know what I'm saying, Drew?
Absolutely. I mean, it's bizarre that people would feel that paranoid about.
No, but I understand it. If you're doing, if the show is local, you have that to deal with.
Yeah.
But if a call could be coming from Utah or Washington, D.C. or Washington State, you don't have to sweat it as much. That's all I'm saying. Paul?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, you're 19. What's going on?
Yeah, I got a question about the emergency contraceptive pill.
What?
Yeah, it's, see, I got a girlfriend. She's on the pill. She takes it every day faithfully, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But,
why would she even be thinking about the emergency contraceptive then?
Well, no, I am. See, the deal is I kind of get nervous afterwards. And, like, my mom gave me some pills and stuff.
Wait a minute. She's on the pill.
Yeah, she's on the...
So that's it. That's it.
That's it. So even if I'm, like, paranoid about it, ask her to take it. What's up?
That's it. She's on the pill. That's 99.97. Why would you want to take something that's 70% effective when you're already on something that's almost 100% effective?
Well, I didn't really know all that, but I don't know, because, like, she likes me to do that inside of her, right?
She's on the pill. She's not going to get pregnant. She's on the pill, Paul.
Why does she like you to do that inside of her?
Oh, man, I'm not sure why, but she does.
I do that in my hamper, Drew.
Your hamper likes you to do that inside it?
My hamper likes me to do that inside of
it.
Well, I was going to say her. Yeah, her.
I think she by now qualifies for that gender.
Well, I think you name hampers if female, names. So it's like you name vessels, Well,
you call yours Hannah Hamper.
No, what I'm saying is
I see the she.
Lusitania.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful ship.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same with the hampers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the way it works. All right, so what are we saying to Paul?
Paranoid Paul?
Yeah, Paranoid Paul. Hey, Paul?
Yeah.
Paranoid Paul?
Paul,
don't worry about it.
Wouldn't you at this point usually say kick your health teacher in the nuts?
No.
Paul doesn't understand
That's all right.
this.
That's all right.
Ask another question?
Just don't worry about it,
What's
Paul.
the other question?
Are you guys going to do another TV show anytime soon? Because I like to see you guys back on TV. That's, like, as often as I can or whatever, because, I listen to you guys on the radio every night, but I like to see you guys back on TV.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Paranoid Paul. Not
near term.
No, I've not had any discussions about that. Have you, Drew?
I was over there at Old Stone Stanley's about a week ago.
That was the producer of Loveline, the TV show.
They're up to something. And they went, would Adam be interested? And I went,
that has to do with this show?
And I went, easy money for Adam? Yeah, if you keep it that way, he'd probably be interested.
Yeah, easy money. Why? So they got something to do with Loveline, the TV show?
Yeah, got some up their sleeve.
All right. Eric?
It's funny how we never talk. We never discuss these things.
Hello?
I forgot to tell you.
Thanks, buddy. Eric, you're 18.
Yeah. Okay, I got a little bit of a problem.
All righty.
I'm going to college in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to Cornell, hopefully, if I get the financial aid for it.
So you're already in.
Do what?
You're already in, right?
I've got acceptance. I'm waiting on financial aid.
Oh, you got to get it.
Yeah.
At Cornell, that's a good school, right, Drew?
Very good school.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't we go, what was that, in Ithaca?
We were in Ithaca. It's Bill Maher's school.
He went to Cornell?
Uh-huh.
Puss.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eric. College boy.
I've also got, I'm in northeastern Oklahoma, and University of Arkansas is only about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
University of Arkansas known for the biggest jumbotron in the world.
Oh, really?
That's their big claim to fame.
Sweet.
Big sports thing over there.
Yeah, a little different going to Arkansas than Cornell.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And but I've already got a full ride there.
Yeah.
My girlfriend obviously wants me to go there, and I'd much rather go to Cornell.
What's your girlfriend doing?
What's my girlfriend doing? We're both in high school.
But
she's a junior. I'm a senior.
Oh, so she's not going. She's not going anywhere.
No.
Listen, you cannot make decisions that are important in your life, your bigger picture life plans.
Let me tell you a little story, Eric, about a young kid from North Hollywood with stars in his eyes. My folks had both gone to Pierce College on the, about 8 miles down the road.
Did they really?
Off of Winnetka in the West Valley.
They did not. Seriously?
But I had the opportunity to attend the prestigious L.A. Valley College, and I got a lot of pressure. A lot of peers, a lot of folks, a lot of imaginary girlfriends saying that, please go to Pierce, But no, I had a dream. I had a goal. So I went to Valley.
For how long?
About 5 weeks, and then I got into carpet cleaning. So, Eric, I hope that helped.
Yeah.
Did it help?
Yes, thank you.
You go listen, Eric, go to Cornell. Do not base life decisions on a high school relationship.
Okay.
Really, you'll regret it.
Go to Cornell. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. And by the way, this is how relationships end, and that's fine.
They're supposed to.
Yes. She has another year in high school. She ends up dating some senior in high school, and you go off to Cornell, and you go gay. Right, Drew? All right. Let's talk to, trying to get the punch up going here. Yeah. Josh?
Yeah.
You're 16. What's up?
Oh, okay. All right. I'm dating a girl right now that has a 7-month-old baby. And
7-month-old?
Yeah, 7-month-old.
How old is she?
She's 16, she's 17. She'll be 18 in May. And, all my friends, we just started going out again. And, all my friends just think it's totally, not me that I would date a girl that has a child. And they think it's totally weird and that I should get out of it.
Well, what 16-year-old would sort of choose that situation? Not many, I would think.
Well, it's not, I don't know. I like her a lot. And I've known her since 4th grade.
Ooh.
All right. Wow. So what's the question for us?
Well, I just want to know if it is weird that I am dating a girl that has a child.
It's weird for a 16-year-old to conceive of that. You know what I mean?
Well,
at me at 16, that would have been incomprehensible.
So it's very atypical,
right.
say.
It's not something you expect in terms of your life script.
But it doesn't make you weird for doing it.
No.
It's just something you don't see that often.
But I would think other 16-year-old peers would think it was weird because they couldn't imagine themselves in that situation, you see?
Yeah, look, 16-year-old guys are looking to abuse 16-year-old guys.
They're looking for the Spanish fly that's their idea of a relationship with a woman.
Well, no. I'm also saying, too, that if you are a 16-year-old guy and you're hanging around other 16-year-old guys, they're looking for openings.
To abuse you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Could be your hair, could be your height, could be a zit, whatever it is. I mean, that's how my friends were. So this is what they have. And you're going to hear it. But if you're into her and that's what you've chosen, that's fine. It is strange. And, I would probably, Drew, if this was your kid and your boy was 16, you'd probably advise him against it. But on the other hand, if you're into her, so be it. Don't get her pregnant again.
Oh, I won't. No.
Because here's you get her pregnant again, and you got 2 kids for sure now.
Yeah, I don't plan on having a kid, and she's on birth control.
Okay. All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, listen. If you're very much into her,
which I am.
Okay, but here's the thing, Josh. Here's the caveat.
All right.
I don't even know what a caveat is now, and I'm 37. I don't expect you to, Josh. I'm sorry, but here's the warning. You cannot get her pregnant, and you can't do anything stupid like let's hurry up and get married and make this whole thing official.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's play house. Let's set up house. You're 16. Finish high school.
Yeah.
All right. Don't drop out. Don't start raising her and the kid and all that.
No, I'm graduating this year.
That's right. Okay. Take
Early
it
so you
easy.
can take care of her.
Well, what are you going to do? You going to go to work after that?
Nah, I'm gonna try and take a computer networking class.
Okay. That's right. Okay.
Right now.
So you have her permission to date her, but you cannot start playing daddy.
I will not.
And start altering your life. All right. Good. Good times. All right. Lisa?
Yes.
You're 28?
Yes.
What's up?
I'm having problems with my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that I've been sexually harassed by him.
What exactly has happened? Give us an
He
example.
kind of started touching me and kissing me.
And you told him not to?
Yeah, I told him that please stop it.
Why don't you make sure there are other people around whenever you're alone with him and start taking some action? There are people above him you can report this to?
I was afraid to lose my job.
Mm-hmm.
I had a promotion. I had, overtime.
OT? Get out of town.
Yeah, because I worked so hard, The girl that was above me left, and so she took me to...
Lisa, turn the radio down, please.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, hold on a second. Hey, Drew, have you ever done that move where you start touching somebody or kissing on them? We've all had to make that first move, but it's always been in a sort of setting of a party after a couple of cocktails or on the end of a date out on the porch under the porch light or, with that hooker corpse I keep or something. But that weird thing where the guys start rubbing on them under fluorescent lighting at noon on a Tuesday with the cork ceiling hanging above them. Isn't that kind of weird?
I feel weird if I brush up against somebody in a work situation. You know what I mean? I feel like I violated a boundary.
I don't know. I don't mind the... I'm not talking about the employer, employee, or supervisor position of power. None of that. All that stuff aside.
Just the place.
Just generally hitting up on somebody that way. Hey, I'm going to start rubbing her ass, and she's going to start getting into it like it's a porn film or something. Hey, we're alone in her cubicle. I know there's no door on it, but maybe if I just start really, working her ass,
I think the porn
she's going to get hot.
Screw up people's guys' ideas.
I watch plenty of porn. I watch thousands and thousands of feet of porn every year. No, I still won't try that crap. Are you kidding? Lisa?
Yeah.
So this guy must smell some past abuse on you.
That he would make you, you would be such a good victim for him.
Something. I wasn't sure why he picked me. Then.
Well, that's what we're going to try.
That's what Adam's asking.
He's got a girlfriend at home. He's got a 5-year-old daughter at home.
Yeah, what is it? What makes you a good victim?
I don't know. Maybe because I was there and he...
No, Lisa, what in your history...
What's my history?
What in your history has made you a good victim? Where else have you been victimized in your life?
I have been in an abusive marriage.
All right, and before that? Victimized?
That was probably it.
Before that, how were you victimized?
Nothing.
Dad didn't do anything.
Dad never hit you or mom never struck you?
No, I had a really good childhood.
No sexual abuse or anything?
You got into an abusive marriage?
Yeah.
And you had a good childhood where you loved your parents and stuff, huh?
Yeah. My mom died when I was 16, so...
What'd she die
that
of?
probably hit home because
Dad
everything just went downhill and I was very...
What went downhill?
Low. My life.
Okay, what'd she die of?
She died of cancer.
All right.
So maybe that might have been a part of the reason why. I don't know.
No. It's not totally...
Or something. Maybe
not totally adding up. But, all right, anyway, the point is are you out of your abusive marriage?
Oh, yes. It was over 2 years ago.
Okay. And this guy's Wadeline, and you have no interest in his advances, and you work for a normal-sized company?
Yes.
Well, you just go to a supervisor.
Yeah, you'll collect a little bit of data on him and so get somebody else to sort of observe what's going on. You'll own the company if they don't take appropriate actions. You should enjoy that. You will own that company.
And then run it into the ground. But, Lisa?
Yeah.
What about he comes on to you and you say, hey, Herb, knock it off, because if you do this again, I will go right to fill in name of his boss and tell him exactly what you're doing.
But see, the problem is I told him about that, and he said that he doesn't consider it sexual harassment.
I know, but you tell him you do, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Well, tell him actually Drew does.
Adam does. And then, but don't be alone with him, and make sure people watch this, and see if you can get some witnesses going here.
I wish someone would give me a little goosing at work once in a while.
Are you asking me to do that to you?
I've been asking for years. I'm telling you now.
Finally coming up like this, just straight out asking me?
No, I'm done asking. I'm commanding. Goose!
Doesn't Damien do that like every night?
Damien rubs against me in a very provocative way.
That's the frauderism they get into nightly.
I see. All right. Let's, I don't even know what frauderism means.
That's what Damien does to you.
Okay. Well, you want to look that up too?
Sure. I'll tell you about caveat first.
Okay. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Hey, this is my scene.
Who is this?
This is that group from Orange County there, right? Yeah, this is No Doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know that, No Doubt. They went all dancey and techno on their last CD record. They're not selling any records, though, because I put that curse on them in 1996.
Yeah, that held it back.
Mm-hmm. They could have been huge by now. Household names. Playing venues as big as the Universal Amphitheater coming up here this month. Michael?
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Hey, a year ago, I started getting the trash and all, around my balls and all.
That's that right? Yeah, well,
Hey, Adam.
Right.
Anyhow, I had this rash and all, and I had it a year ago.
On your nuts.
Now it's starting to come back.
Yeah, it's fungus.
Is this saying a rash?
A rash.
Yeah, a rash. Hey, I'm sorry. I was going with a cut-up powder, so that way you can't understand me.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, and I'm kind of getting my left ear, too, so.
Fungus. So get yourself some Lotrazone or one of these over-the-counter yeast medicines. And
yeah, I went over, the acne thing, Lipitor.
Acne, as you said?
Well, no. I tried some of that medicine, and it went away for a little while, but now my balls, on the sides, they itching stop, but now my balls are itching really bad, and it is.
Get the fungus cream, and if that doesn't work, then you have to go to the dermatologist or any doctor and get a steroid cream. It'll be fine.
Hey, Michael?
Yeah.
You have a cleft palate?
Yeah, I do.
And did they fix that surgically?
Yeah, I had to go to, I had to have another surgery again.
Mm-hmm. But you have to have another surgery.
Yeah, I have a little hole here.
Right.
On top of my heart powder.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's going to cost around like 10 grand.
10 grand?
Yeah, and it's only a 50-50 chance for it to work and all.
Right.
And they have to take a bone fragment out of my hip.
You gotta take a bone out of your hip? And by the way, this is what it sounds like. You got Anderson. You have any like cherry pie by warrant or something like that? Because this is, I can understand Michael now from my many drunken, stripper conversations. Yeah, my son, mugga, old boyfriend. Mugga.
You talking to a stripper?
Mugga, yeah. No, you pick out certain words, though. You know, you just can't hear everything. Because meanwhile, this is cranked up, and you got the guy, hey, Chaz, we're coming to stage. What's up? I'll tell you, fellas, show you appreciate it. And you're drunk, and you're understanding about every fifth word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you heard bone from the hip.
Like, you go, what time do you get off work? And they go, yeah, that dude's funny. And then you just nod your head. That's what it's like talking to Michael. Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, though. I only need about every fourth word, and I can put together a sentence. I'll fill in the blanks.
Cool.
All right, everybody. So, how do you look? Does it look okay?
Yeah, on my one side of my nostril, on my right side, it's kind of messed up. And I'm thinking about getting I have a small nostril.
Right.
And I'm thinking about getting a plastic surgery done. But I don't know. I have to wait until I'm like 22 because I have it growing.
All right, good.
Yeah. And, but, that won't be a while.
And how far do you live from the club?
Hey. Hey, I have another question, man.
What year's the Sentra? Because I want to look for you when I'm out front.
Oh, hey, I'm in Napa.
I'm not sure what my room number is, but I'm at the Hard Rock. It's right across the street.
Hey.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are coming back where you guys are.
You got a roommate that's hot?
Oh, no.
My buddies. Yeah. Yeah, your mom and dad are...
Hey, how long
How long what?
You want another one of those miniature champagnes for $21.95? All right, but you got to finish it this time.
How long what, Michael?
Yeah, how long would it take my mom and dad to come back where you guys are?
$1,800. I thought we were just talking here.
Are you about flying or
driving? No, driving. They're going on Highway 5.
Where are they coming from?
LA to Napa, 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
About 8 hours, 9 hours.
That's past Frisco, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how much past Frisco?
I don't know.
They're taking the Grapevine. You got a good 9 hours.
8 hours, let's say.
Yeah, 8, 9 hours. All right. Do we need to take a break here?
Yeah, we do.
All right, we'll be right back. Thank you. Well, that's it. Mercifully. Yeah.
Then we go home and watch 911.
Let me assess the show. We were a little off our game for the first hour, 52 minutes.
I blame the callers.
All right, but then we got back on.
Yep.
We got back on about the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This is a little less than that. It was about 2.5, 2:45, and then we went out strong, and that's what the judges remember. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo. As I said, welcome to the stage, Candace Boy. Sally, appreciate what's going on there. Hey, plenty of funny money going on. Help yourself to the bar.
Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.